What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Luke Mindpower YouTube channel. This is Luke Mindpower. I am your motivational coach, podcast host, comedian, and speaker. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're meeting me, let me know where you're from in the comments below, as well as don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified every single time I upload new content. This channel really is created for you and for the world in terms of me answering your questions. It's not just a channel where I come on and I just speak. I'm actually, these questions that I'm answering are from people who have asked me, hey, what do you think about this? How can you help me with this? And today, the question that I have is, how do you stay motivated? Who are your mentors? Do you have a coach? And who do you listen to? And I'm gonna share with you that answer because it's something that transformed my life. And I'm excited to be here with you guys again today. So I hope that you find this valuable. And let me know any thoughts or comments or questions that you have below so that I can respond to you and also help you along your journey as well. So let's get straight into it. Now, my first, let's go back to 2018. This is where I really started to go, okay, I need to change. I was addicted to drugs. I was working 2 jobs. I was hustling. I was doing all right. But the drugs were really consuming me because I was really attracting the wrong people in my life in terms of relationships. There weren't relationships that were helping me thrive. I was kind of making settlements and just going, yeah, I know she's not the one, but I just want to stay with her because having sex is cool, right? I'm feeding my ego and I feel better like that, right? And then the drugs was also like I felt important because people would come over my house and people would call me because they're like, hey man, we want to get some stuff off you. Can you deliver it? Right? So I was in a really toxic kind of lifestyle, even though I had a pretty good job and I was making decent money. But it was like I was kind of trying to live the best of both worlds, drugs and trying to be healthy. It doesn't work. Drugs and trying to have a good job, or just party and be normal. But it wasn't happening. Anyway, so what basically happened? What was the question again? Completely forgot. Motivated, how I stay motivated. And so in this period of my life, the first thing that I did was I made one decision which changed my life. I said I'm going to move to Poland. That escalated the mindset and my awareness to going, okay, what are you going to do there? And I decided to open a gym. And because I started to decide to open a gym, I went on YouTube and I typed in, YouTube was my go-to. YouTube became my university, right? I don't like school. I don't like studying. That was not my thing. But I got on YouTube and I typed in how to open a gym. And the first person that I found was Bedros Keuilian. He's an entrepreneur from America. He has a gym called Fit Body Boot Camp, and he has so many franchises all over America. And I started to listen to him. And he was not only very insightful and really enlightened me and taught me a lot about the fitness industry and starting a business, but he was very inspiring and motivating. So he was my first person that I started to listen to. And then from that, I moved on, and then I was inspired by Lisa Nichols, which I even got the opportunity to go to one of her conferences, two of her events, and then I invested over $10,000 to have her coach me in her speaker's mastermind. I got to spend 4 days with her, and she coached me how to speak, how to develop my speaking skills. And it was just, I think back at the journey that I've had, and I'm just like, wow, bro, look at all the action that you took. In order for you to grow and develop yourself and to be confident and to have your podcast and do your YouTube and do your Instagram and now have clients and coach people to transform their lives, you had to go through all these steps. So then it was Lisa Nichols, but then after that, I had Les Brown. And the moment that I found Les Brown, wow, I used to wake up, and this is one thing that he does say. He says that in the first 20 minutes of your day, that is when your mind is most impressionable. And so I used to wake up in the morning at 5:30 in the morning. I'd go and I'd speak to myself in the mirror, and then I would jump in the car and I would turn on Les Brown Motivation on YouTube, and that would be not only the first thing, that I would always be just listening to motivational videos by Les Brown. So he had a massive impact. But if I think back to 2006, I remember, or was it 2006? I don't know, around that time, And I was living in my apartment. I had an apartment back then when I was 21. I was trying to run a perfume and cosmetics on eBay. I was trying to running my own business, which after 6 months I found myself in $20,000 debt because I just didn't know how to run it, and I was overspending my sales. And yeah. But anyway, at that time I remember getting in touch with Tony Robbins at the time, and I was listening to some of his work, but I was only 21, I was young, and so it kind of like I listened to it for a bit, and then that was it. So from that time till 2018, I didn't really listen to anyone. But it was Les Brown, and then from that point on, after I started to grow and like started to get myself into this whole Instagram live and interviewing people and doing this whole motivational speaking stuff, then I was exposed to Gary Vee, Tom Bilyeu on Impact Theory on YouTube. I would watch his interviews and how he interviews all these successful entrepreneurs. And then I found Lewis Howes and the School of Greatness. His podcast had a massive influence on my life, and I would listen to his podcast like it was a habit that I formed. You know, even when I was in the Shaolin Temple, when I was cleaning the temple, that would be what I was listening to. The School of Greatness by Lewis Howes. Then I really enjoyed listening to Trent Shelton. He's very motivational. And Ed Milet, the Ed Milet Show, Max Out. I bought his book. Dean Graziosi. I'm still doing a course with him right now as well, and Tony Robbins. But those were some of the mentors and the people that I was inspired by. But as well as Mind Valley, the online personal development platform, that had a big influence on my life as well. And there are other speakers as well that also have inspired me, but those are definitely the ones that come to my mind that really had an impact on my life in a really powerful way. But there's a lot of people there, there's a lot of knowledge there, but the one thing that I really had to understand was that I was definitely at some point getting lost in all these different people's success stories. And I was thinking that I had to kind of be like that. I had to kind of do what they do. And it took me a while to actually step back and say, Luke, not everything they do is going to work for you. You've got to pick and choose from different people. It's like you're listening to me, for example, and I want you to know that not everything that I talk about is going to resonate with you or is going to work for you. It's up to you to investigate, do your research, connect with different speakers and motivational platforms so that you can go, okay, this is what I want to, this feels right for me. This feels good. You know, and that's what I've had to learn, that, you know, I can learn something from everyone, but not everybody is someone that I vibe with, right? And there's so many spiritual teachers, motivational speakers, entrepreneurs, successful people around the world, especially in America, that you can learn from, that I learned from, but I had to realize that, hey, you know what? I've got to make this my own. I've got to tune into me and do what's right for me, feel what's right for me. So I hope that answers your question. They are some people that I still stay connected with, and I still watch their content and consume it. Like, for example, this morning I woke up and I'm having breakfast and I turn on Les Brown Motivation, and that's recently something that I've been doing again. So even though I listened to him 3 years ago, his content is just always inspiring. And when I hear it, it's powerful stuff. So that's something that I actually do every morning as well, to feed my mind, to keep myself growing and learning. And, you know, this is all about how hungry are you to really reprogram your mind, create new habits, and create a better life. What are you willing to do? How much are you willing to invest? How much is your life worth? I ask you these questions. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that enlightened you and gave you some names. Please write these names down and do your research as well. Check these guys out, the people that I've mentioned, because they inspired the hell out of me, and there's so much value in their content, right? I'm not here to say, hey, only stay on Luke Mind Power, only go listen to Luke's Mind Power podcast, don't listen to these other guys. Nah, man, there is an abundance of information out there, and it's up to you to do the work and to really invest that time into yourself, because there's so many amazing teachers that can help you grow and become more self-aware so that you can live the ultimate life. Now, guys, in terms of my motivational coaching, I want to share that with you, because I do offer complimentary sessions as a start. To the first time I get to connect with you, I offer 40-minute discovery calls. So if you're interested in connecting with me one-on-one, you want to grow, you want to learn, you want to live a better life, you want to transform your life, you want to live the most successful life, you want to overcome your fears, insecurities, you want to learn how you can heal your inner child or heal your traumas and pain, what you've gone through when you were a child, I'm here to help you do that. Reach out, click the link in the description below, or go to my website, type in lukemindpower.com, and you'll find all of my services on there. Reach out. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to click that red subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get notified every single time I upload new content. And let me know your thoughts on this video. If you have any questions, I look forward to answering them for you on the channel. This is what this channel is about. So guys, up until the next video, I'll see you then. Have a great day. Remember that you are amazing, you are extraordinary. I believe in you and you are enough. Peace.